How was BYB last night? You fell asleep just before I popped on. It was fine. It was a little stunted. I was tired, and I had agreed to go on their show before I had done the tour of the house on my own channel. And I was gonna go through the pictures with them, but I decided to do it on my own channel first. But that kind of made it weird to go through it again. But I did want to show people the metadata on the pictures. But I'm pretty much done talking about my house and the body cam footage now. So if people bring it up, I'm just going to basically ignore it. There's just nothing left to say. And there's a lot of reasons to keep really quiet right now. No, I won't be showing the body cam footage. You have no interest in my house. I've let you in as far as you will go. And that's the end of it. So you have no business seeing where my wife and I sleep or where my kids sleep. You have no business seeing them. You don't have any business seeing what I've shown already. But when some insane goblin goes in and lies about, who you are and what things are like, you got to do something, but I've done it, and that's all that I'm going to do. So, anyway, Mike, I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. I'd make so much money if I covered my own trial. I won't have a trial. There's no trial to have. I'm already done. I already pled guilty and as a forever felon. I'm literally not a felon. So if anybody's curious, channel drama, of course, not personal drama though, so that's okay. Spectre, longtime mod on the channel, has vacated his position as moderator out of anger over the flyer I made to help Kurt understand not to give pizza casserole to minors. So he's no longer a moderator. He blocked me on everything. He's really mad. He's like, don't call Kurt a What? I didn't. I don't think. I don't remember calling Kurt a I remember saying, like, I don't know if you should give pizza casserole to minors and making a flyer for it. Yeah, well, Spectre was consistently annoying throughout my time doing this. He'd spurg out at me about whatever. And he had certain ideas about how things have to be done. If you didn't do them that way, he'd like tell you all about it, which is fine. Like, I don't mind people telling me that they have a different opinion on something, but he was very dramatic about it all the time. And he's been kind of like on just a downward trend for the past while. It's just like, okay, just go. Like, what are you doing here? Just go. You don't need to be here. If it's pissing you off so much. I like this cutting board, man. I like it. I love mixed wood patterns. My family dinner table is like this.
Put it on for a little longer. Make sure cook all the way through. Give it a couple minutes on the foil.
Does this cutting board have a shoe? No? I think it does. I think it's cropped out of the picture. Kind of like how I did. Selectively.
Let it rest. I'll tell you what.
He says Nick will only giggle at Kurt's videos rather than yell at him directly because Nick only yells at women. I've yelled at like 7 men on my channel and 1 woman on someone else's channel. Okay, that's fine. But I don't want to yell at Kurt. Like, I want to laugh at Kurt because it's silly. I don't want to sit and scream at him. What good would that do? This is just, this is funny to me. Kuro Troll says, what are you going to do when the footage releases? Well, I'm not really convinced the footage will release. Hardin's argument about it is bad because Hardin's argument relies on the idea that the government had the body cam footage properly classified as evidence. It didn't. It's one of those little mistakes. My case had a lot of them. Just little things just happen to get leaked out or whatever. Happened several times. It's very strange. I don't know why it keeps happening. But in this case, the video was never offered or accepted into evidence by the court. and therefore it was not ever in evidence. It was in the Mendes system, but you have to upload everything into the Mendes system, whether you end up using it or not. But the rule specifically says it's only public if it is offered and accepted. The body cam footage was neither offered nor accepted. We resolved the issue without resorting to it at all. So I'm not actually convinced the body cam footage will come out. That would be unlawful. In fact, the release of it that has happened twice is unlawful, each of those releases. I'm not saying that the people who viewed it commit a crime. They just made a request. The error is not on them. Although I do think that the attorney behind it, Matthew Harden, knows and knew at the time that that footage was improperly classified and that something was going on that should not have been happening. But that's not really his fault. And I like Harden, so I don't want to be like angry at him or anything. He's just doing his job. That being said, the county misclassified and then unlawfully disclosed the video footage. So there is a very specific civil remedy for that. And, you know, I may consider pursuing that at some point in the future, but we'll see. Other than that, I'm not going to talk about it too much because, you know, I may be pursuing legal action in the future. For now, I'm mostly just concerned about resolving the issue. And if the law is followed, then the issue will resolve in my favor. I don't see any valid exception that would change the legal status of the privacy status of the video. You can't just get a gaggle of people from a weirdo autistic website that thinks that they're the entire world to say, I want to see it, and call that a public interest. That's not the type of public interest that is around. Public interest is, typically going to involve some sort of racial animus or something like that, an allegation of impropriety that is severe. In my case, I know it's popularly stated that I blamed the police for planting evidence, but I never did. That's not a thing that actually happened. I explained what the state would have to prove if we went to trial. The state would have to prove first and foremost that the drugs in question belonged to me. It's a possession case, and so that I possessed it and that I did so knowingly with intention to do so. Which means they have to rule out any possible other sources of it. For example, and I gave the example, there could be either the, not in my case, but there could be either by intention or by mistake, the accidental transportation of contraband by a narcotics officer into a property. Who knows how they would do that? Like but things happen. Stuff gets put in pockets or whatever. So that in theory could happen. The other thing is, like in our case, there were two other people who recently had access to the home and were no longer welcome there, and both left with a little bit of animus. And so it's possible that there's reasonable doubt until the state proves otherwise that those people could have brought the contraband into the house. And so if we went to trial, they would have to prove that it didn't belong to Aaron, that it didn't belong to our former nanny Cheney, that it wasn't from the police or something like that. But I did not say that the police planted anything in our house. I'm not stupid. That would be a dumb thing to say. I knew it wasn't true, so that would be really dumb. But people say I said that, and then when you point out that no, I didn't, and it's funny because you can't actually find anywhere that I did, they'll say, well, you implied it. It's like, no, I didn't. I didn't imply it. You want me to have implied it, but I didn't imply it. So, but even so, let's just take a step back. Let's say that I claimed that there was a government conspiracy and that they did do it. Like I made the claim and I was like, no, this is what happened. They planted the drugs. And then I pled guilty, in court and said that they were mine. that resolves the issue, because obviously they wouldn't have planted the drugs, and there's no need to check for some level of impropriety or anything like that. That doesn't generate a public interest. Just because you go, aha, there's a reason that there's some sort of disagreement. Well, there isn't disagreement, because the plea agreement said very clearly that all of the drugs were mine. They were in a safe. It was me who did it, me who put them there. So by necessity, even if I had implicated the police earlier, which I did not, it would have been, they're unimplicated by the guilty plea. So it obviates the question, makes it moot, and there's no longer a public interest. The public interest is served. Did the police plant anything? No. How do we know? Because I pled guilty. So that would be impossible. So there's not really a valid legal argument or even a valid logical argument to it. They're welcome to try. I mean, of course, they appear to be doing so. They filed to intervene in a criminal case, which doesn't make sense. There's no intervention is a weird thing. Intervention in criminal cases is almost unheard of, because there's basically no instance where the binding of me in a criminal matter would, or the non-binding of me would somehow bind the rights of someone else. People's counsel says, Nick, shut up. Just let this go and move on. You're Barbara Streisanding this. I disagree. I do think under normal circumstances that would be a thing, but the level of dedication that's been applied to me has exceeded the Streisand effect. And when things were left unaddressed, they still progressed and progressed and progressed. Because this isn't a regular level of, curiosity about a subject. This isn't normal. It's obsessive. And it's like really obsessive. It doesn't stop. But that said, no, I'll do what I want to do. I'll talk about it to the level I think is appropriate. That's okay. Thanks for your input. Whatever happened to Branca? He hated the Karen Reed case. It involves things that he doesn't care about at all. There's no use of force issue. It wasn't growing his channel. He's trying to aggressively get to 1 million subs, and he's on a manic quest to do so, and it wasn't serving that purpose. So he said, peace, brother. I'll see you soon. He did send me a message. He said, if Courtney Clenny, the OnlyFans killer, if she ever goes on trial, he would love to cover that case with me. And I said, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I want to cover that case so bad.